Hey guys, David here, and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, I sure hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day inside of this XRP ecosystem, because I'll tell you what, there are some major new developments coming for the XRP ledger, and Ripple is actually getting out there saying, hey, we're moving into a brand new phase. And guys, I'm going to read to you right here what some of these changes are going to be. Got my other little device. And this is what it says. They are moving into a distributed funding model, and new programs are going to take center stage. Listen to this. A key change involves the launch of the Fintech Builder program, which will support startups building institutional grade financial applications on the XRP ledger. Focus includes stablecoin payments, credit infrastructure, tokenization, and regulated financial services. Guys, it is right there in black and white, everything that we have been saying for such a long time. They are looking, guys, at advancing this ecosystem to allow for some massive changes, including, get that, the tokenization of real world assets, which we know is going down, but guys, credit infrastructure and financial services. Guess what those could possibly be, especially when you got Ripple out there and they've got tentative approval with the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to become a absolute regulated, registered bank. And guys, a lot of folks are thinking that once we see Ripple actually get that full-fledged banking license and access to all of these services through the Federal Reserve and all that kind of stuff, the products that they are going to present to you and I are going to be mind-blowing. Talk about custody access, institutional grade applications whereby your personal bank may be interacting with Ripple, because we know that there are major banking partners with Ripple. Of course, Bank of America. Here in Canada, you got the Royal Bank, the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. You got the Toronto Dominion Bank, Bank of Nova Scotia, Bank of Montreal, the major five. They are all Ripple partners. And would it not be surprising to see a lot of these, institutional grade financial applications being, guys, sent to us in order so that you and I could be receiving a benefit and working with the banks one way or another, guys? I believe we are moving into this new digital economy. And you're seeing these developments happening just like that. And isn't it amazing that a lot of this is coming out right when we're on the verge of seeing the Clarity Act get that approval? Now, a lot of folks have come out there, including Brad Garlinghouse, saying that, hey, that institutional approval is probably going to happen, guys, by April. The whole thing will be signed and put to bed. And you've heard me say this, that right after that happens, do I ever believe we are going to see application like crazy, not adoption, because these major institutions, guys, they have already adopted the technology. We know that we are going in that direction, hands down. When you got Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink and all these other folks that for years poo-pooed this whole space, and now they're out there promoting it like no tomorrow, and the tokenization of everything. So we know we're going there. It is going to be the application. It is the utility of these assets that is going to send the price into ridiculous territory. Now think about this. For all those folks that have been just putting out all the FUD that you can imagine, all that fear, uncertainty, and doubt, crying over, 10, 20 cent moves and stuff like that in this space, guys, are you really going to care when you bought XRP under $5 when the thing is 50 to 100, 150, maybe even $200? Do you think you're really going to care whether or not you were accumulating there at prices below $5? No, you're not. Most folks that are accumulating now and are actually in the space getting the XRP at these prices, I genuinely do believe down the line are going to be the biggest benefactors to this massive change. That is my 100% biased opinion. And guys, on top of that, think about this. For everybody out there that is going to start to accumulate XRP when it hits double digits, triple digits, and things like that, oh, the herd is going to come in then. Oh, all the people out there that have not listened or even heard about what XRP is, guys, Post that clarity, post price appreciation. You had better believe they're going to hear it. And the majority of people that are going to be utilizing it, think about this. When these smartphones first came out back in 2007 and all this and that, well, you had a few people use them, this and that, whatever. We have now seen an explosion of these smartphones and, of course, all the applications that have come after the fact, right? I mean, social media, you got TikTok, you got Instagram, Telegram, Discord, you got all these dating apps like Tinder, and on and on and on they go. And all those applications, guys, came after you saw mass adoption. You think about the innovation and the invention that is going to come once you see mass adoption in this space, because everybody will be using the technology, because that is exactly where these banking institutions want to take the evolution of our money and our financial system. Well, you just think about that, because I'll tell you what, folks at some, are going to weep for the prices that we see today. I genuinely believe it. They're going to look back and think that you are an absolute genius that you got in to XRP sub $2. Can you fathom that? When it's over like $100-$200, guys, it is going to blow people's minds. And this is where the confidence comes from. It is not because, oh, well, all the hype and this and that. It's because you are literally seeing the infrastructure of this new financial system happen right before your very eyes. I'm going to put a link to that article right down in the description of this video so that you can see it for yourself. It is right there in black and white, and it is happening. Bang, bang, bang. Guys, don't let yourself get all fudded out just because someone else has given up on their dreams. Don't you let them talk you into giving up on yours. And when in doubt, zoom out. Zoom out and dig, 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 so that you can actually get yourself ready for probably what's going to represent the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. I absolutely believe it. And I'll tell you what, guys, I want you standing right there beside us when we absolutely cross that finish line and we are getting our blue ribbon, because I'm going to tell you, a great day is on its way. And having said that, guys, one thing for sure, if you are going to make it, you don't make it alone. Most people do not succeed in isolation. And that's why I encourage you to get into our mastermind and to get around a absolutely amazing group of people that have been down this road before and help to give you perspective. The link is right in the description. Less than a coffee cup a week, let alone a day. Guys, absolutely amazing. Fantastic information. I'll tell you what, until tomorrow when we have another amazing coffee chat, guys, have a fabulous one and take care.